Hi, my name is Reagan, and this is Katie, and this is my active listening video. Katie, is there anything you want to talk about today?
We'll talk about trust and relationships. I've learned in life, sometimes you can grow up with somebody or know them for your whole life, whether that be family or friends or just someone you've met along your journey of life, and you just really long for a relationship. You just really want someone to be interactive with you.
Mm-hmm.
People sometimes feel lonely, and that's why they reach out for friends or for popularity reasons, or sometimes people just don't have family and they need to feel that support. But what I've learned from friends is sometimes you just can't always have that one friend that you was friends with your entire life. Sometimes you grow and mature in other ways than they do. Whether it's that they make it all the way through school and they go to college, or they go and get married, or they have children, or whatever their choice of life may be. Sometimes during that journey of longing for that friend you was best friends with your entire life, they just change and you don't know who they are anymore. Or sometimes the new friends that you make really aren't good for you and take advantage of you and just really manipulate situations. Just like if, per se, you were married to somebody and you and your spouse was looking for a friend or a married friend, and you guys hang out all the time and you guys have similarity interests, like you guys want to go bowling every other Friday night, and then you trust them and you tell them deep dark secrets in your marriage, like longing for a child, or just hardships that you just can't fix, like not being able to get pregnant, or not being able to get approved for a house, just things that are dark secrets that you just don't want other people to know, and they go and tell those things to other people, and that just makes it hard to really trust someone. It makes you wonder, what happened to my best friend that I had my entire life, and you just have to keep searching for people. And
it sounds like you have maybe experienced this in your life.
Yeah. And then there might be times where you do find that friend, whether it's you by yourself finding a friend, or and once you find that friend, then you guys might have a lot of common interests and go on vacations together. People's point of view. So if you're in a vehicle wreck, or someone was to run over your dog, or just anything, and there was to be other people watching, like if you was in a vehicle wreck and someone was to watch the wreck, there's going to be 5 different points of view if there's 5 people involved, because of whether they was inside their vehicle at the time of the accident, or they had to be on the side of the road because of a blown tire. There's always going to be someone that argues their point, whether it's a good point or a bad point. Okay, so now we're going to talk about trust. I think that there's different types of trust, whether that's trusting a possession or trusting a person. So like trusting a possession, like of money, like there could be somebody that you know your entire life and you would trust them with your child, with your home, with finances. If you were unable to take care of yourself but you needed help, and you trusted them enough to make sure that those things were taken care of until you were able to be better on your feet from being sick or being unwell. That's the type of trust. And then there's other types of people that you could trust, like your parents, or like your in-laws. Like you could trust them with possessions, like money, and making sure your bills get paid if you are still unwell, just like the situation before. Trusting a person, trusting a new person or a person you've known for a long time, or someone you would trust with everything. So whenever you typically meet somebody, you're just now building that relationship, whether to trust them with, leaving 4 quarters in your car while you get out to run inside somewhere to pick up a couple things. You can start there and see if they would take just as much as $1, or enough to trust them with a key to your apartment to make sure that they wouldn't steal socks or anything like that from you. And then as far as to trusting them to be honest with you, to communicate and build that relationship. You can't always just throw someone everything you've got and expect them not to run away because you don't know who they really are. Versus someone you've known your entire life and would trust them with everything. You know that you can count on that person. They're accountable. You know that they're going to be there to do what they said that they were going to do for you. And not that you expect it, but you trust and you guarantee that situation that it would be done. And then someone that you've known for a good long while, that's also just like with the first person, you just have to build that level up higher and higher. And sometimes it's just hard to start way down with someone new whenever you're just so used to that one person that you can count on forever. Just like how we talked about earlier, how people change, and I guess that would be the same way. But it's just hard nowadays because times have changed, and it's just sad that you can't even go inside Walmart without someone trying to break into your vehicle. So it's hard to even really, or even, people that use those dating apps, I couldn't even imagine, like, trying to trust somebody and actually they be who they say that they are, and not like someone that's going to kidnap you or anything crazy like that. But trust is definitely earned, not just given to. You have to build a relationship with that, and you have to work on it. You can't just be like, oh, I'll see you once a month and we'll go bowling, or we'll go to the skating ring, or grab some popcorn and watch a movie. You have to continue, but you also have to not just put everything into one person that could completely turn your life upside down, and steal your belongings, or even steal that simple as 4 quarters was to you. But building relationships with the new people was definitely a hard thing to do. Just like how we talked about those dating apps. They even have apps now that you can meet friends on. That's kind of cool, I think, but that would be kind of scary. Because you really don't know who's on the other side of that phone. Or, and technology now has so many leeways where you can find their exact location and where they're at and everything. But I would definitely say it's hard to trust someone, a new person, than it is to trust someone you've known your entire life. Especially like with children and things that are really important to you, like your children. And of course, if anyone that has children, that's like your this is your heart. Versus just like possessions. So it would just be really hard to make new friends and kind of put yourself out there too, especially like if you battle with depression or anxiety, or you're just really shy and timid. That's also really hard to open up those doors, and even grow a relationship, especially if you do have multiple children or multiple responsibilities or high demanding job where you have to be available at all times. So I guess my ending statement would be that you just have to continuously try. You can't just give up, and learn how to balance being married or a single person or whatever you may be, to gain those relationships if you want to build trust into meeting new people, and just do your best and open up no matter what you deal with. If you deal with depression or anxiety or just being really a shy person.
Thank you, Katie, for sharing today.